Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk about all major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and more. I'm Chris, and today we're going to be talking about Loki. We are less than half a week away from the official release of Loki, the new series on Disney+. So, live parties will be coming back. We'll be watching it at its release live on this channel, so be sure to join for those. Watch along with us while we watch Loki and share your thoughts and comments while we do ours. And second, I want to talk about what exactly it is my final thoughts are as we move into this series. I think Loki is going to blow open the MCU, Phase 4, and the future of Marvel for us, exactly showing us what the plans are for Marvel Studios, how the multiverse works, and much, much more. However, I'll be watching the first and second episode in about an hour, 2 hours here with Warren, so I wanted to get my final thoughts and theories out to you guys before I watched it, so that I'm still able to theorize and guess just a little bit. So I'm going to go over my final thoughts on what we can expect from Loki, and quite frankly, I think this is going to be a big one, guys. You're going to want to hear what exactly I think we should be expecting from the God of Mischief. Be sure to subscribe, guys, and turn on that notification bell if you'll have to stay up to date on Loki, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and all major movie, television news franchise. We're covering them here with daily posts. Also, check us out on our other social media accounts, Discord, TikTok, and follow me on Twitter. You can find the links to those in the description down below. So for starters, I'm wondering what exactly the plans are for the multiverse. We've heard so many different name drops in the MCU, specifically starting with Spider-Man Far From Home, where they name dropped Mysterio being from a different multiverse. And they even said Earth 616, which obviously is a huge reference since the main Marvel comic timeline is on Earth 616. Now, from leaked backs of boxes for toys for Loki from the Marvel Legends series, we know that they're referring to the timeline as the Sacred Timeline. And I think that's going to play a very important part moving forward, something similar to the Earth 616 idea. And I think a lot of that's going to be explained to us in this season because the TVA is going to be overseeing all of this. They're going to be overseeing the timelines, making sure nobody's manipulating it, and as we saw in the back of that box, protecting the Sacred Timeline, which is where the main MCU is going on currently. And then, of course, with WandaVision, we got a huge tease for the multiverse with Ralph Bohner. We thought maybe we would be seeing a Quicksilver from the Fox universe making his way into the MCU timeline, and that we were going to be getting an awesome reveal of that, but it ended up just being a Ralph Bohner joke, and we actually never got any information about that, even though I've heard we might be seeing more from Ralph Bohner down the road. If that's true, super cool. However, from WandaVision, we didn't get any multiverse reveals yet again. And we know Wanda is going to be connecting directly with Doctor Strange in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, it doesn't get any more in your face than these titles and these references that they're dropping. However, we haven't had any concrete multiverse explosions happen yet in the MCU. So that's what brings me to my theory now before watching Loki, and I believe it is that we will get an explosion of the MCU, an explanation of how it all works, and while Loki's being either torn through the TVA or held there against his will, we're going to get a little bit of backstory of what's going on in the timelines and how the multiverse works exactly. We got, again, an idea of it from the Ancient One that talked about different rifts and breaking off from the timeline when you go back in time. You're not actually back in time, you just create a different rift in a different parallel universe. Hopefully that can be explained a little bit better by the TVA, and hopefully Loki will cover that. But I believe we're going to have, like I've said multiple times now, just because of how excited I am for the prospect of the multiverse exploding. And by that I mean the explanations, the understanding, the details. That's what the TVA is going to be all about. Showing us how it works so that when we get to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we understand the multiverse. So I hope that that's how it plays out for us in this new series. I think as it goes along, it's going to be shown to us, it's going to be explained to us, and we're going to get very excited because that will give us a direction for the MCU moving forward. The multiverse probably will play a huge role since it seems like they're probably going towards Battle World, which is a huge parallel universe fighting. Doctor Doom's involved, the Fantastic Fours are involved, so I'm going to say that's probably the direction we're heading, but Loki should give us a little bit more of an idea of if that's actually true or not, and if the multiverse is going to be a huge force in the MCU moving forward, or if it's going to be something that we're going to see in Doctor Strange, it's going to get tidied up, they'll explain some of the Fox characters maybe coming over, or they won't, and then we'll move on with the main sacred MCU timeline, because they have gone out of their way to make it the sacred timeline. So maybe they're trying to keep its integrity and not, oh, look at all these different parallel timelines, nothing matters. There is an sacred timeline. So we'll have to wait and see, but that's my hope and my theory as we go into the final days waiting for Disney Plus's new series, Loki, which is going to be a blast. Loki's a great character on his own as it is. Then you're throwing in time travel and explanations of the multiverse, Owen Wilson, many other great actors and actresses. I am so pumped. Be sure to join us on Tuesday night, super late, for our live watch parties. We'll be watching the episode together. You'll have to watch it on your side on Disney Plus or however you're able to watch it. And then we'll be having a live discussion afterward with the Cosmic Wonder, hooking up and talking about what exactly it is we saw and noticed and what we thought. And of course, your guys' comments will be read and you'll be a part of it too. It's a super bunch of fun, so I hope you can make it. Thank you to everybody watching the very end of the video. If you find it helpful, useful, or entertaining, be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next upload right here on Cosmic Culture.